Hi guys, part 3 of our PowerPoint on chapter 4 continued. Okay, so we just looked at when it's the first sentence in the paragraph, we find our stated main idea. But remember, it could be the last sentence in the paragraph that's our stated main idea. That's when readers need an explanation before they can understand the main idea or when the author leads up to an important general conclusion. The stated main idea will be found in the last sentence. So let's take a look at exercise 2 on page 197. Remember about how we pick out topics. This exercise has a title. So a lot of times our headings or titles could be the topic of the sentence. It says plagiarism and the internet. When it comes to plagiarism, no subject poses more confusion or more temptation than the internet. It's so easy to copy information from the web. Many people are not aware of the need to cite the sources, that is, to give credit to the author when they use internet materials in their research papers or speeches. In short, if you don't cite internet sources, you are just as guilty of plagiarism as if you take information from print sources without proper citation. So what is the topic of this paragraph? Did it match our heading? Yes, it did. It's plagiarism and the internet. Okay. And here, our stated main idea is the last sentence. And it had one of our phrases, in short. And it had our topic. We talked about the internet, the plagiarism, and the main idea. So remember, your stated main idea can be the first sentence, the last sentence in the paragraph, and then the sentence within it. So the paragraph might start with a question, and maybe the second or third sentence is the answer, which is the stated main idea. Or there could be an introductory statement with some familiar or interesting examples. Or it could begin with widely held misconceptions that the author wishes to explain and disprove. Or it could start with a surprising or controversial statement designed to get the reader's attention and then the main idea. So let's look at one more example. On page 198 of our textbook, exercise 3. Here it says, would you like to have more variety in your workout routine? Consider joining a club. Health and fitness clubs offer members a wide variety of activities. Fitness clubs offer activities ranging from free weights to weight machines to step walking to general aerobics. Some health clubs have pools, saunas, or whirlpools and lots of frills. Others have course offerings that include wellness, smoking cessation, stress management, time management, dance, Pilates, and yoga. All right, so here's an example of where our stated main idea is in the middle of the paragraph. The first sentence isn't even a statement, it's a question. It ends with a question mark. All right, so what's the answer to that? It's not going to be that shorter second sentence, consider joining a gym. We want the full topic and stated main idea. That's going to be our third sentence. So what's our topic? We're talking about health and fitness clubs, and what can they do? They offer members a wide range of activities. And so the rest of that paragraph is what those activities are. All right, finally, remember pages 191 to 200. Those are other things we have to keep in mind in the gray box. First, all stated main idea sentences have certain characteristics in common. So it has the author's most important point about the topic. It makes sense by itself. It's a general sentence that sums up the details, and it's supported and explained by the other sentences in the paragraph. There's 3 common mistakes you want to avoid. Don't look at just the first or last sentence. Remember, it could be a sentence in the middle of the paragraph. Avoid a sentence just because it has familiar or interesting information. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be your stated main idea. And then never pick out a question, okay? That's not even a statement, okay? You want a statement, a sentence that ends in a period. Again, remember on page 199, we've got a ton of signal words and phrases that can help you locate the stated main idea. Also look back at the slide 6 here. So to sum up, the fact is, overall, and summary. And then you have in conclusion, finally, so, consequently, and a whole bunch of others. Finally, like with all of our chapters, a longer passage has an overall stated main idea as well. All right, so that's it for the PowerPoint on Chapter 4. The next thing you need to do is complete the Chapter 4 review guide. Let me know if you have any questions or problems or concerns. Hope you're all doing well.